Hello friends, well here we are again, and since I watched the Bitcoin conference there was a lot of personalities that stood out, but Russel Brand, I didn't know he was a Bitcoiner, and there he was, you know, being Russel Brand, that's who he is. So yeah, I'm thinking let's take a look at him as a Bitcoiner. Let's just see what the cards have to tell us about him. He's a kind of fun, playful guy. So I'm thinking maybe we'll use a fun, playful deck for him. I was thinking the cat deck. But let's see. He seems like a cat kind of person. Let's see. My destiny will reveal itself in time. Yeah. He's kind of a real out there spiritual kind of guy. And his destiny is, I don't know, to be a public person who changes opinions, maybe a leader in a public way. I think he's somewhat of an entertainer, I guess you would call him that, personality. I really didn't know that he was a Bitcoiner, so it's not surprising, but I don't know, I just didn't think about it. Okay, anyway. Let's see how he shows up here. Stop giving away your power right now. Well, that sounds like advice from him. I don't think he gives away his power. He seems very powerful and in command at all times. I want to say he's a fire sign, but I don't know. He came across as one. Maybe he's an Aries rising or something like that. I mean, I'm a Leo rising, so I come off as, you know, kind of hot and flashy sometimes, which is kind of strange for a Virgo. But, you know, that's who I am. I'm a fire sign, rising. I guess that's how I do these shows. Anyway, letting go. Yeah, letting go. So, don't get caught up in the crap. Let go. I'm trying to get rid of that little shine. Letting go. Okay, let's see. 43. Letting go. Letting go of a person or a situation can be a challenge. At times, what's at stake is not just the relationship or the situation, it's the attachment we had for it. The hopes, the dreams, the expectations. Many relationships end long past their natural ending point. One or both people hang on, hoping things would change. They invested so much time because without that person or job or relationship, their future loomed up as one big blank screen. For many, this is too scary to bear. However, by letting go, we create a space for a person or a situation that will resonate with us where we are now. Start looking at your expectations. Try not to have any. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful in the present. To be able to gracefully release from a situation is a lesson for all of us. Well, there you go. So, I guess he's releasing something. Don't know for sure. Okay. Let's see what shows up for Russel Brand today. So many personalities at that Bitcoin conference. And they said a lot of interesting things, too. I mean, it's fun to see everybody come together and everybody's doing their own little thing in your own little way. And it all comes together as a big movement to get people to adopt and to accept the new currency being offered. Okay, so Russel Brand, how are you showing up for us today? Queen of Cups. So he's in his heart. Emotionally mature. He's in his heart. He's doing this for the benefit of mankind. I think I can make that statement with confidence. What's challenging him? The Star. Yeah, because he's so amazing, and he has to kind of, be less amazing in order to be acceptable, I guess. I kind of can relate to that a little bit. Okay. Let's see, where are we coming from? Ten of Pentacles. Nice. So he's coming from a wealthy, satisfied, I have everything I want in the world kind of place. What the goal? Walking away from the fiat. We're walking away from the fiat. We are going all in here with the Bitcoin. We have the Empress. She is sovereign. She has stars in her crown. She is capable and knowledgeable. Has an open heart. Yeah. So this is somebody who is, living wish fulfillment and taking it as the Empress to be responsible for her subjects. Okay, let's see. The tools that we have are the, is that 6 of Swords. So, I had that card the last time, and I don't remember the 6 of Swords. I'm sorry, I have to look it up again. That card, it talks about stretching, and I just don't remember. You're going to have to stretch to accomplish something. It's going to be a stretch to accomplish something. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, we see ourselves, or he sees himself as, how? The 10 of Pentacles. No, the 10 of Wands. So he sees himself as a 10 of Wands, which means he's got a lot of energy and a lot of motivation. I don't see him as being burdened, but I don't know. Let's keep going. The environment is temperance, so balance, equal give and take. Balancing his emotions. Balancing all kinds of things. And hopes and fears are the, I think this is the 5 of Swords. I think they're 5 of Swords. So, winning at all costs. And the final outcome, introspection and enlightenment. Okay, so we're going to have to look at this in terms of Russel Brand. I'm sure he's a very complex man. I just want to look up this 6 of Swords. Here it is. 6 of Swords. Feeling a little low. Past transgressions behind you. Everyone can see that there are tears you've made with your claws. However, you know that it offers you some opportunity to calm down, a bit of a stretch if you just go with the flow, more positive results. So you'll be soon moving on from a rough situation or trying to. So, okay, let's do this whole thing here. So he starts out as a Queen of Cups who has balanced energy. They understand their emotions. They are emotionally mature. The challenge is that he's looking at a whole world from a whole nother world. A whole different thing. Like an alien place that we don't even recognize, but he sees this. And the water, he's kind of, you know, playing with the water. He's in and out of, you know, this reality of 3D reality. He visits other realities, and it's hard for him to kind of pull himself back. He's grounded, though, because he's got the Ten of Pentacles here, and he understands wish fulfillment. He's coming from wish fulfillment. He's created that for himself. I think he wants to help create it for other people, but we have to walk away from the fiat in order to become the Empress, who is somebody who is in wish fulfillment, has that knowledge, is secure in that knowledge, is confident, has maturity, emotional maturity, and can, you know, move forward and help other people to move forward. The situation is not great right now for Bitcoin, but it's going to get better, and we need to go with the flow in order to, you know, see where it takes us. Like the samurai thing is not an expected twist or turn, however, you know, here we are, Russel Brand, you know, samurai, we are hitting bumps in the road, you know, the BlackRock situation, you know, all those things, we kind of have to go with the flow, because right now it's not great. They're talking about selling all the United States Bitcoin, you know, all these other things. It's not great, but it'll get better. He sees himself as the Ten of Wands, so he sees himself as somebody who's going to help bring the harvest home and help us to understand what it is that we have, and that we shouldn't toss it away. It's not, you know, something that's just like a game token. It is something that has great value, and we need to understand that in order to use it appropriately. There's balance in everything. You know, we want to go to Bitcoin right away, but there are some steps we need to take in order to get there, slowly but surely. And, you know, winning at all costs, if that happens, we're going to be a divided humanity, and that can't happen. And that's the fear, is we got to stay together while this, you know, comes about. So being in the flow is good, but we also have to be certain that it's going our way, and we have to keep trying to make it go our way. The final outcome is to have enlightenment, to understand what's happening, and to understand our position in the world in terms of what's happening. So we need to become knowledgeable in order to, not we, but we the people, but he is becoming more knowledgeable so that he can talk to people and to help them better in their transformation. And I think he was saying things, he was saying, you know, trigger phrases and trigger words that were, people were picking up on, and they were understanding the concepts, and he was listening to other people, but he was also doing a lot of talking and a lot of explaining. And as he was explaining, he was learning that, you know, maybe there are a lot of roadblocks that are common among people, and that, you know, if you address those, you get to your goal faster, because you get through those roadblocks faster. Oops. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So he has to kind of not be, you know, as much as he is this TV personality, he has to kind of swallow that down and just be a person who honestly wants to get the message across about Bitcoin. It's not about him, it's not about his ego, it's about Bitcoin and humanity. Okay, confidence is your key to success, but that's a new moon in Leo. This is a full moon in Leo. Sorry, wrong place. Okay, don't let your pride get in the way. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have to come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for a greater good are the solution to this dilemma. I think that's the Empress energy. Okay, anyway, if you've not been doing so as you have done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships be magnificent without being plain too much. Self-esteem is good, but vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed. Works of magic. A friendship may be ending now. When the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of the people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. Yeah, and ego. So he has to not be this public person, and he has to be more down to earth and be more in his loving energy and be thinking more about humanity. And I think he did that. I think he was very open. I think his heart was open. I think he was open. I think he was talking to people and making connections. I mean, those are his skills. He knows how to do those things. But he can't fall into being manipulative and fiery. He has to really just appeal to people and allow them to make their own decisions and be an educator and a teacher instead of an entertainer. And you know, that might be a little bit of a challenge for him because he's such a star, and he's, you know, he stands out regardless of where he is. So, Moth, well, that's another new card yet to discover. That's something. That's something. All right. Well, Russel Brand, like I said, I never even knew you were a Bitcoiner, so it's all new to me. Okay, impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. Yeah, that's his challenge. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. Enthusiastic and whimsical. Yeah, this is him realizing that, you know, it's a mission and it doesn't matter how famous you are. We all have learning and growing and changing and stuff to do. We're all here, you know, just doing our thing. It looks different in each of our lives, but there it is. So, yeah, he's, a moth is attracted to fire. He likes shiny things. He is a shiny thing. And I think he's doing a lot of hard work. He has a lot of fire and a lot of energy, and he's doing a lot of hard work for Bitcoin. And the fact that he was at that conference and willing to, you know, go on stage and stand up and put in a lot of hard hours of talking to people, I think he made a lot of progress for the Bitcoin movement, but also for himself. But he needs to kind of back off a little bit and not be Mr., you know, look at me showman. He has to go with the flow and realize there are other people involved, which I think he did. I'm not saying that, you know, you should do this because you didn't. I'm saying he did do those things. He let go, and he realized that, you know, he has to, he's not giving away his power, but he's using his power in a way to help others. And he's using his power in a motivational way you know, get us where we need to go, and we need fiery people like him to do it. So thank you, Russel Brand, for everything that you do for us every day. When you wake up in the morning, you know, think of us saying thank you for working your mission and being on mission and showing up at the Bitcoin conference and pushing so hard and being, you know, part of that movement and that energy. Anyway, thank you, Russel Brand. I hope to see more of you talking about Bitcoin on YouTube and other places. You know, we're all part of the same thing. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And, you know, if you're sharing this, that's excellent too. You know, hit the notification bell so that when I upload new stuff, you'll know about it. And I'll see you tomorrow.